Hello everyone, this is AMC Thorn and welcome to the foreshortening tutorial. Now, before I get to drawing, I'm gonna tell you what foreshortening is. Foreshortening, based on the definition here, is referring to the technique of depicting an object or human body in a picture so as to produce an illusion of projection or extension in space. But in the way I see it, foreshortening is actually when say you have the figure, and when drawing the figure you basically have to change certain proportions based on how close or how far away the figure is. And one thing I picked up is using like the triangle technique to try and get to position of the figure incorrectly based on how close it is to the viewer and how far away parts of the body is to the viewer. Say I'm drawing a figure. The head, based on the figure right here, is going to be far away from the viewer. But what I'm going to do is draw the character doing a kick. So what I usually do sometimes, I draw parts of the body that I want to draw that's going to be close up first real quick, and then get the line of action in correctly. And you don't have to stay inside the triangle while foreshortening the figure, because sometimes you can reposition it based on how you want it to appear. And remember, when drawing digitally, it's way easier to draw on separate layers and name your layers. Another technique I like to use is squiggles. Draw big squiggles for the parts that are going to be closer to the viewer, and when it's away from the viewer, the squiggles get smaller. And whenever you need to readjust the figure, you don't always have to follow it, because sometimes you might figure out that you might have done parts of it incorrectly. So it's okay to be honest when you know you made a mistake. But as in what I was saying before, you can see that some parts of the figure I have drawn smaller compared to the rest, based on how close it is to the viewer and how far away it is from the viewer. And now that I have the structure for it, I'm going to add on to it some of the details a bit. I'm going to speed up a bit. So I'm going to turn up the music, and in a snap of a finger, it shall be done. Off on certain parts of the body and had to restructure it. One upside of being a digital artist is, compared to traditional, if you like say, or like me, where I sometimes draw kind of with a lot of pressure, and when I notice I make a major mistake and going into so much detail, even though I erase it, the imprint is stuck on the page. While compared to digital, you don't have to worry about that problem. Not trying to say there's anything wrong with traditional, because I've done traditional work in the past with painting, drawing, and I even done ceramics or sculpture. Every now and then it's great to go and do traditional work, but one thing that's an upside of doing digital is using up less paper. And also, the majority of careers are going digital. And you can see when I back away that now I foreshorten the figure. You can tell based on the position, I foreshortened part of it, a good bit of it. Probably should have. That's probably why I was off. Okay. And you see, I just realized I messed up on this part of the layer. I probably should have brought that closer. And I'm going to fix that real quick. And I'm going to be right back. I'm going to speed this up on the repair. And in a snap of the finger, it will be done. Okay, I redone parts of the foreshortened figure because I noticed I messed up on some parts of it. And so far, so good. It looked like I fixed what I messed up at. But that's what I was aiming for. Hey everyone, this is AMC Thorn. I decided on the revised figure that I drawn, along with the blue triangle background, I made it into another Clip Studio Paint document. And on the next video, I'm going to digital paint this. So this is AMC Thorn out.